There we go. All right, we are talking about now how to share, or rather, how to set up in our text. So we are talking about setting up a text piece now. So again, we're in our setup tab over here, and let's set up chart B. I just did this to kind of practice for myself here. So I want to set up chart B because you can see it's kind of split into two sections. So sometimes you have to do this a couple of times in a couple of ways, especially when the pattern decides that, oop, we got to split this into two little spaces. And then we can go ahead and fix this when we are kind of working our pattern and setting up our pattern later on, as we are, working with these tools over here and making our pattern easier to read for us. So we'll work on that in just a minute. What we're going to do is we're going to hit our plus sign. This time we're going to set up a text piece because we're setting up text, not a chart. So this is on page 3. I know because I've got this little red ring around my pages up here. So page 3, and there's that purple arrow up here again. So I want to work chart B, and I'm going to embiggen a little bit here so I can see what's going on. Now I don't want this alternate chart B written instructions. I don't need that, so I'm going to scooch my white selection down a little ways till I'm just grabbing the row instructions that I want. And I didn't grab enough, so it might, oh, okay, cool. Sometimes it'll like smallify what I'm looking at here after I grab that. And so I've grabbed kind of what I want, and I'm gonna again hit this little crop button here, and it'll tell me what type I'm grabbing here, and I've got text over here. So you want to make sure you've got your text, so what you're looking for, and then grab text and then hit the crop, and it will grab your text that you just cropped out. Make sure you've got everything. It says row 1 through row 13. I believe that's all I needed. And then you can again rename it if you want to. This is chart B, and this is your text, so I'm going to write it your text. And then this is actually only part 1, so I'm going to label it -1, because remember it's split in half, so it's one of 2. Oh, that's okay, I don't care. So we're going to actually, I should have deleted that, so I'm just going to actually label it chart B text for now because I've already got one that name. And then I'm going to go back because I need to grab that second half of it. I'm going to grab that plus sign again, text piece, page 3 again, grab next, and oh, you know what? I missed. Did I miss any? Oh no, the pattern's just wrong. Oh no, it's not. It's okay. It's never mind. Oh, because it goes backwards on the, okay, yeah. I was like, it's only the odd rows. So I was like, wait a second, where's 14? Okay, it's fine. All right, so we are going to grab that purple arrow here. So it is going to, so again, I'm going to back out a little bit so I can kind of see what I'm looking at. Grab everything that I want here, 15, 17. And then you can grab the stitch counts after your row. I like to kind of see what that is to make sure that I have as many as I need. If you're not needing that, then don't highlight that. If you only want to read the actual pattern, don't grab that. So that's, your mileage may vary, whatever you like. So grab what you want, and then again, make sure it's what type text, and then grab that crop button, and then that finishes out that section. So again, rename it B text 2. You're going to save it. are ready to go with this. So that is how to set up in text instead of charts. So that is what you're doing.